Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd start off with a bare face, even though I look terrible. My skin is so bad at the moment, it's unreal. Today I have a full face of first impressions from Drugstore makeup, so yeah, I'll get straight into it. I have a massive Drugstore bag here full of skincare and like hair products, so I think I'll do a separate video on that because I want to get into skincare a lot more in 2018. So I thought this video and the Drugstore affordable haul, makeup haul, will be just makeup alone, and then I'll do a separate one after that on skincare, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with primer. The first one I bought, I was going to save this for a full face using Soap & Glory makeup, but I don't have any other primer, new primer from the Drugstore, so to use in this video, so I'm going to use it in this video. It's the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. It's matte and pore fill-in. 12-hour matte and pore technology. Cool. So I'm going to squeeze about that much on my hands. I have moisturised and stuff before this. I did use Drugstore products because that is my skincare routine at the moment. Okay, so that left my skin tacky and ready for foundation. Felt nice. It felt quite hydrating. It didn't have a silicone texture like the Professional by Benefit, but it feels really nice. Hopefully it's not too mattifying for my skin at the moment. It's quite dry at the moment. I'm also going to use this Rimmel Insta Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray just to set my face. Not to set my face, to prime my face. Because like I just said, my skin's quite dry at the moment, so that smells like cucumber. Really nice, and I'll use that for setting spray. I only have two products missing in this first impressions, bronzer and eyebrows, which isn't too bad, but just warning you now. Okay, so next I'm going in with foundation. I got the new, that everyone's been raving about, the Maybelline Colour Stay 24 hour full coverage foundation. It doesn't say a lot on the packaging. It just says full coverage foundation up to 24-hour wear, and the rest is in different language. I got the shade 10 Ivory, just looks like this. Hopefully this is my shade. It comes with a pump, which is lovely. Just going to squeeze 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I believe this is going to be a tad bit too dark for me at the moment, but they didn't have the lightest shade. They had the lighter shade, which was too pink for my skin tone, so I went with this one. Okay, so I'm using my Real Techniques complexion sponge, Miracle complexion sponge. Okay, so I can already tell that it's too dark for me, so oh well, I'll make it work. I've only put a light layer all over my face so far, and it hasn't caked up, which is great because it is a full coverage foundation. They tend to go cakey. It's dried quite quickly as well. It is a matte finish, but it doesn't feel like I'm wearing any foundation on my skin, even though it is a full coverage foundation, which is great. Well done, Maybelline. And I do love a good matte full coverage foundation. Okay, so that's the foundation done. So far I am liking the foundation. Obviously, because it's foundation, I'm going to have to wear it a few more times to see if it's for me and my skin type. But so far it blended really nicely. It's dried down matte. It does not feel like a full coverage foundation on my skin, which is really nice. And it also didn't cake up. So what else can I say? Okay, so next I'm going in with the new-ish, it's been out for a while now, or they've upgraded the L'Oreal True Match concealer, because I can't see, they did have a smaller concealer, the True Match concealer, but I can't find that. But this says True Match and Perfect Match on it, so yeah, I got the lightest shade, 1.N Ivory, which is like a neutral shade. Packaging just looks like the Fit Me concealer. Okay, so I love the doe foot applicator. It's flat, which is really nice. It's like the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer. Okay, so far I can see that it is a thin formula. I love the shade though. I do like a bright under eye. It has, oh my god, it has a really strong alcohol smell. Okay, it's going in my eyes. Holy moly. I've only dipped in once and I've done my whole concealer application. So far it's quite a thin consistency. I can see that it's oxidized. It's oxidized a little bit since I've applied it, and yeah. So I'm just going to blend this out. Okay, so that concealer blended out really nicely. It's not the fullest coverage, and if you have really bad under eye circles, then it's not going to conceal them a hell of a lot. But I do like it for a light concealer for like every day or something like that. Okay, so next I'm not going to set anything yet, because I have a liquid highlight. I have never used a liquid highlight before, so this is a first. This is kind of a dupe for the Other Effects custom drops, liquid drop things. It's the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter in liquid champagne. So it just opens like this, and the dropper is there. So I'm going to shake this a bit because it has been lying down. I really hope this goes well because I've never used a liquid highlighter before. Okay, so I'm going to do one side first, and I'm just going to blend it out with my finger first. Okay, these are hella pigmented. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my sponge because I want to blend it really well. Wow, look at that. Okay, so for my first applying that, I think I've done a good job. It's a nice subtle glow, which I love because I didn't want it to be really liquidy and obvious. Can you see that glow? I really like that. Blends out so easy as well. Definitely rate that. Doesn't give me a shadow either when I look straight on, so it's a good shade for me. So if you are around my skin tone, then you will like that. Next is the L'Oreal True Match Powder, super blendable powder. I got the shade 1.D/1.W Golden Ivory. Creamy powder with mineral pigments improves the look and feel of the skin. Lets skin breathe. Ultra blendable, extremely soft, mattifies even skin tone and covers imperfections. So it just looks like this. Hopefully it'll be my shade. I'm just going to take that on a small brush at the moment. Wow, it kicks up loads of powder. I'm also going to set my eyelids. That concealer didn't crease on my eyelids. Okay, so now I'm going to take a larger brush and dip into that. I'm going to try and avoid the part where we highlighted because I don't want any of that highlight to go away. Okay, so far I am loving my base makeup. Okay, so that's the powder. It made my skin actually feel really soft, which is great. Okay, so next I got bronzer. I haven't got any new bronzers, so I'm just going to use this. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. I'm just going to quickly bronze up my face and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have the Ultra Blush palette in Hot Spice. I've been wanting this palette for ages. It just looks like this. It has a huge mirror on it. It comes with 8 blushes, which is great. These two are kind of shimmery, highlighty shades. Probably won't be using them much because I like the more matte with a little bit of shimmer sometimes. But today I'm going to go for a more muted colour. So I'm going to go for 2 mixed shades. I'm going to go for this shade right here and this shade, because I want a pinky peachy shade. The only thing with these is that the pans are really small and this brush is like huge. Okay, so I love this palette. It's so pigmented. Maybe I could have used a little bit less because I'm not really a blush kind of person, but it actually looks quite good. Okay, so now I'm going to just spritz my face with some of the makeup setting spray by Rimmel. I always do this at this stage because, I don't know, it just locks everything in and blends everything. I love the smell of that. It smells really fresh and like cucumbers. Okay, so it left a few splotches on my face, but that's fine. Okay, so next I'm going to go on to my eyebrows and I will be back. I'm just using my Freedom pomade in medium brown. Okay, so that is my eyebrows done. So going on to highlighter, I got the Sophie Plus Makeup Revolution palette, which I am really excited to use because the shades look amazing. There's so many versatile shades in this, like this whole row my skin tone would suit. I'm not sure if I would use these two, maybe on some fun makeup looks one day. These two are obviously for deeper skin tones. So it has a wide variety of shades. I think I'm gonna go for this one. I'm not sure. I think I might go for a mixture of these two, because this one is a tad bit too dark for me and then this one's a little bit too light for me, so I'll mix them both. I heard these are really pigmented, especially now I've got the liquid highlighter on as well. Holy moly. It looks wet, it doesn't look glittery, which I love for some looks. I am going hardcore on the highlight today. Normally I don't wear so much highlight, but this palette is amazing. These shades together are working really well and I love it. I think I'm starting to prefer the more wet look to a highlight than a glittery highlight, I think. So this palette is great for that. The pigmentation is amazing. If you want to see swatches of this palette, then head on to the Full Face First Impressions, which I'll link in the eye up here. Next I got, what should I do next? Eyeshadow. Next, Makeup Revolution. It's the Sophie Plus Makeup Revolution palette. I got this the other day. It's the Ultra Eyeshadows 24 Ultra Professional Eyeshadows. The packaging is really sleek and really nice. Again, with a huge mirror. And it also comes with this sleeve with names of the eyeshadows, which is great. I will be using that to help me tell you guys what I'm using. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow palette here. It's so beautiful and it has every shade you can possibly think of. I'm not going to go too crazy because obviously I'm just testing the eyeshadows out, so I think I'm going to go more like neutral and what I know, but I think I might go a little bit different. I'm not sure, but I will use this palette like in depth in another video possibly. So first I'm going to go in with a really light pale transition shade called Pancakes. It's really hard to show. it's this shade here, the second one in, on the top row. Okay, so I keep forgetting to zoom in when I'm doing my eyes, so I'm just gonna zoom in. Hopefully you can see a little bit better now. That's as far as my camera will go, unfortunately, but this shade is basically my skin tone, but I want to get a nice shade in the crease to blend the eyeshadows. Look at that highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with more of a crease shade. So I'm going to go in with this shade down here. It's a very warm shade. It's called Cup of Tea. Okay, so I've switched to a more dense blending brush. Okay, so this one has a bit more kickback to it. The shade is really pigmented and it's a really nice shade for the transition shade. I've gone a little bit too high, so I'm just going to blend that out, and then I'm going to put a brow bone highlight on, and then it should look okay. Okay, so that blended out really, really nice. I actually really like the mirror in this. I don't normally use product mirrors, but this one is really, really nice. These blend so nicely. Okay, so now I'm going in with a deeper shade on the outer corner. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's on the bottom row. It's called Mug Cake. That brown blended out so easy. There's no fallout as well, I've just noticed. No, I'm using like a dark brown. Okay, so far these shades are amazing. Okay, so next I'm going in with, I might go in with this shade, what's it called? Sparks Fly. I'm going in with this shade here because I want like a gold metallic shade on the lid, and I'm going to test out the shade. It's not too bad. Okay, so that's 2 applications. It actually isn't too bad. I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so that's it dry. I think I'm going to go in with the setting mist and just spray my brush. Oh yes. There is definitely a big difference. I hope you can see, but to me it's a difference. So I'm going to do that on the other eye. Okay, I absolutely love this shade and this eye combo. Okay, so I don't know whether to venture out on the bottom lash line and go for this green shade. But first I'm going to do the brow bone highlight and the inner corner. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is called Fairy Lights. Yeah. Okay, so I love that shade for highlight. Now I'm going to go on to the bottom lash line. First I'm going to take that second shade we took in the crease, Cup of Tea. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go with that green shade by here just to liven things up a bit. This is called Pine Tree. I'm just going to take that on a pencil brush. I'm not sure how pigmented this is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to spray my brush because that did not pick up much product. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Still not as much pigment as I want. So I'm going to spritz the brush again. And I'm just going to keep building the green up. It is building up, you just need to be patient. Okay, so that did blend really nicely and it does go with the look, which I am really glad. I'm just going to continue doing that on the other eye. Okay, so that is the eyes done. I think I might add some more inner highlight with the same shade. Okay, so overall I love this palette. It's possibly a new fave. The only shade that was hard to apply was the green, and it got in my eyes a little bit, and I just wanted to be extra and add a little bit of colour on my lower lash line, which I think it does actually look Really, really nice. Okay, so next I'm going to do mascara. So I do have a new mascara. I should not be opening a new mascara, to be honest, because I have so many mascaras I need to use up that are open. Oh wow, this is a first impression, and I haven't used a new mascara in a while, so I thought this would be my chance. Okay, it's the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Baby Doll mascara in black. Okay, so it has a plastic wand. It's quite big and it's like a spiral kind of wand. Okay, so I'm just going to curl my lashes. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply. So I have been using the same mascara for a while now, and this mascara is actually really, really good. Okay, so it separates your lashes really nicely and also lengthens them, which again is really nice. Okay, so I don't like this mascara for my lower lashes because they look too spidery. The wand is too big for my lower lash, but it is a nice mascara. Okay, I zoomed you out a bit for the lips. That mascara was really nice. I was going to put some eyelashes on, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. Last but not least is the lips. Here I have the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colour in the shade Into Night. Into Night? Is that what it's called? I'm not sure. It looks like this. Hopefully it's a nice shade and it won't ruin this look. Okay, so the applicator is flat, just like the concealer. This has a very strong cake smell, so if you don't like that, then you're not going to like this. My lips are like ultra chapped and dry. I would use a lip liner, but I haven't got one. This is basically my lip colour, but better. So far it still feels really creamy and smooth, but we shall see. I believe that is it for everything. I don't normally wear colours like this because it's quite pink, but the overall outcome, I really love it. I love the foundation and the primer together. That it was quite nice, but alone I'll try them out, and I think I'm gonna really like this foundation because I am a full coverage kind of gal. The concealer was really nice, not as full coverage as I would like, but it's really nice for everyday and a hydrated under eye, and it hasn't creased that much on me, so that's great. These highlighter drops were amazing. I would definitely use these again for more dramatic highlights because I think it has accentuated it a little bit more. The powder was really nice. My face feels really soft and it's definitely mattified it. Not oily at all, even though I am quite dry at the moment, but yeah, it made my skin feel silky soft. The blush palette from Makeup Revolution was amazing. Really pigmented blushes, so you only need to dip in there a little bit. And then the highlight palette was one of the best things in this try-in video. The pigmentation and the outcome of these highlights are really nice. They're not glittery, they're like a wet texture, because I know Soph does nails, or Soph really likes a wet look highlight, a really vibrant highlight. And then the eyeshadow palette again was really good, apart from the green eyeshadow, which I had to really blend and build up on the lower lash line, but overall it has come out a really nice shade and it is quite pigmented, and the rest of the eyeshadows blended really nicely together, and I would definitely wear this look again. Maybe clean up on the outer corners a little bit, but yeah, really nice palette. I will definitely be using this, and maybe possibly one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes. Mascara was really nice. It was nice to use a different mascara for a change. Seems I was always using the same one by Clinique. It's really nice. I will be using that and testing that out. The matte lip colour by Revlon. I don't normally tend to use Revlon a lot. The only thing I use is the foundation. This is still really creamy. It's still drying down. You'll see on my haul video that if it's dried down really nicely or not, because I'm filming that after this. And then last but not least is the primer setting spray by Rimmel. Really nice scent. It smells so fresh and like cucumber. I would probably use this every day because it is an affordable choice, and it is really nice and refreshing before makeup and after makeup. So I really recommend this, and it's oil free, which I just read. Locks in makeup, quick dry, oil free. So yeah, I really recommend this, but I wouldn't spray it too close to your face because it did leave a few splodges around my face because I obviously sprayed it a little bit too close, but the mist is really nice, so recommend that. And I believe that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out my affordable drugstore haul, which I'm filming after this. Again, it'll be in the and in the description box below, and there will be all the links to every product I used in the description box below, so make sure to have a look there. Make sure to like this if you enjoyed it, so I know if you want more full face first impressions, because I'm definitely enjoying doing these at the moment. And make sure to subscribe to my channel to be notified when I upload, and click the bell button so you know exactly when I upload and when. I love it to the moon and back, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.